Hi everyone, Edith here. I am a personal trainer living in Tokyo, originally from Israel. I used to be overweight, not obese, but fat. And for the past 6 years, I worked on myself, became a personal trainer, and I love it, Anyway, I wanted to keep reacting to Anna O'Brien's TikTok. Anna O'Brien, aka Gleazes and Bagels, aka Viking Princess Lifts. The Viking Princess Lifts is her TikTok or Instagram account dedicated only to her now strongman journey. She recently, I think like yesterday, she did a deadhang. Now, Anna is a 500-pound woman, maybe 550, but let's be gracious and say 500 pounds. That's pretty amazing. She did a 32-second hang. We're going to watch the video. Would I be able to do that? No. I think I can dead hang for 2 minutes. I can also do a 30-second hang, single arm, like both left and right. I can do about 30-second dead hang. I can also hang from the elbow, all that kind of stuff. But then I weigh 110 pounds, right? I weigh 50 kilos. Anna is 5 times my weight. So I am extremely impressed. She is making progress with her lifts. We will talk about the things that she's doing wrong also, of course. We're here to criticize and learn. I do want you guys to learn from all of this. The reason that sometimes I'm being personally harsh on Anna is because she lies so much to her audience. She spreads so much misinformation. And I also think personally, she's quite obnoxious. Like, her personality is insufferable, in my opinion. Sorry, what can I say? She is very much an attention-seeking person. She behaves quite obnoxiously in public spaces, including the gym. And I have criticism over it. It's okay to have criticism about someone's personality as well. I'm sure a lot of people might have criticism about my personality. And if it's done in bad faith, I won't listen to it. But if it's not done in bad faith, I might take it in and change. Believe it or not, people have criticized me in real life before. Not only people that I really love, but sometimes people who are just somewhat close to me. And I try to learn from it. So I hope Anna kind of takes it in. Because the thing is with her, she thinks everybody with criticism is a hater. And she only ever responds to her haters. She only ever responds to people who either have legit criticism over stuff that she's doing or people who send her like actual hate, which is disgusting. She never reacts to people who support her. I find it extremely odd. Well, anyway, let's take it from where we left off the last time, and then we'll keep the dead hang. It will be last because it's the most recent. So I will cut out any TikToks that I don't have anything insightful to say about. Oh, it's muted.
We're going to see how it improves my deadlift. I am trying straps at the gym today for the first time. We're going to see how it improves my deadlift. So straps take the pressure off your grip so that you can just use your body to lift. I'm
teach us.
Because like you can see, they be beat up. I'm like, do I have enough chuck here? Anxiety is real.
Is she chucking that part
out? On your wrist like that.
Okay.
I'm going to reach in, grab it.
I never use this type of strap. Okay.
We're going to do my best here. And whatever that is, it'll be.
Yep. All right. Attack the rest of these. Come on.
She's lifting. Okay. Guys, she is lifting very heavy. Objectively and not objectively, subjectively also, even to her body. Yes, she is an extremely heavy woman, but you have to remember, it's not like it goes up by percentages. I'm a person who weighs 50 kilos. If I lift a certain weight, a person who, let's say, weighs even 3 times my size, they're not necessarily going to be able to lift 3 times what I lift. Okay, it doesn't necessarily work like that just because someone is heavy. They also need to be strong. They also need to practice, be conditioned. The percentage of your body weight that you would be able to lift, it will go down as you go up in weight. I hope I'm making myself clear. So what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to basically be nice and say that Anna is lifting very, very heavy weight. Even though she is very fat, She always stayed active, even at her biggest. This is, believe it or not, if you don't know Anna, this is not her biggest. She used to be much bigger, at least 100 pounds heavier than this. Really a phenomenon. But anyway, she was always active, and I think she is naturally probably very athletic. I think she has talent. I think she has some sort of genetic gift in being as strong as she is, and again, naturally athletic. And I think she picks up things quite quickly as well when she listens. She picks up movements and etc. pretty quickly. So I am impressed with her in that sense. It's just that she makes like such a big deal out of everything. Her behavior is obnoxious. But okay, lifting straps. And she's trying to explain like what are straps and how to use them. Girl, you've been training for 2 minutes. Come on. What has it been? Like 3 months at best? And she doesn't explain things right. Let your coach explain it.
And that was a PR too. Obviously the weight moved a little slow because it was in my head, but now I know for 100, right around the corner.
400 okay, never mind. Next door. Oh, this one is a controversial video. She went, this is Halloween, obviously, because you see she's looking ridiculous. And she went to the grocery store and picked up protein. Let's see what she picked up for protein. Protein chips, another type of protein chips, protein bars, protein powder, an energy drink, goji berry. Anyway, she's picking up protein junk food. What is it? Nacho cheese Quest chips and another type of Quest chip and the barbells. Ghost protein. I don't have a problem with whey protein. I don't know what this green thing is. I don't know, peptide, whatever. And an energy drink. Except for her Tuesday at Nando's that she goes to after her training and before she has doctor's appointments. And by the way, Anna goes to doctors nonstop because she has a lot of issues, and her biggest one is obviously her biggest one, all right? It's that she's so big. Except for her Nando's, we never see her cook protein. We never see her eat actual homemade meals. She never shows what she makes at home. It's because she doesn't. She probably lives on DoorDash. She eats junk food all the time. Whenever she films at her house, we always see in the background candies and snacks, stuff like that. And not even protein snacks, like we see like just chocolates, right? I don't have chocolates in my house. I don't have chips in my house, not even protein chips. I don't have any type of snacky food in my house. You know what I do when I feel like eating a snack? I have an apple, or I have a few almonds, or I have a yogurt. Those are snacks for me right now, the way that I live my life, and that's how I have the current physique that I have. If Anna really wanted to make a change, and I'm not saying that she needs to be super shredded, jacked, skinny, but she can use to lose quite a bit of weight. If she wants to actually change her life and live to be 50 plus, right now she is 41, if she wants to get to these older ages, she needs to get her shit together. I'm sorry. Getting all this nonsense off of the grocery store. I would never touch a Quest chip unless it was given to me for free. I would never do that. Those protein bars, like chocolate protein bar, this is something you have in a pinch when you don't really have another option, or you're like actually on the go, like when I go between two clients that are in different locations, right? Because I have 2 places in Tokyo where I coach. This is something that you do. You save it for that. You don't just have it as a snack or as a breakfast. It doesn't make any sense. She says protein, protein, protein. Girl, what about a chicken breast? If she puts as much effort into her diet as she did with painting this stupid Halloween outfit that she didn't even wear to any party. She just had a photo shoot with her cameraman John at the park. If she put as much effort into her diet as she does with those stupid, silly TikToks that she does that no one cares about, if she puts that effort and actually locked in for a good few months, eating healthy, wholesome foods that are home cooked, even if she doesn't cook it, she can use a meal service. Okay, she would see such changes in her performance, in her physique, in the way that she's feeling first thing in the morning when she wakes up and the last thing at night before she goes to bed. But instead, this is her lifestyle, and she's preaching that. And people look at this, and some people think that that's a good idea. Let's see the comments. Chicken is a good source of protein. I'm not reacting to her costume. Next. I don't care. Giving you a full 360 with these new set of wheels. Let me mute this music. So she's trying to prove to people that she can deadlift off the floor, but these weights, which I think are probably 45s from the color, maybe 55s because of the color, they are ginormous. They are huge. This is not a standard bumper plate with a standard height. Look at the size of this. So she's trying to prove to everybody that she can deadlift off the floor, but this is very, very elevated. Let's check it out. Is she gonna deadlift? Yeah. So see how it's hitting her just below the knees? Now remember, Anna claims to be about 5'10" or 5'11". I want to see it down again. It's so hard to pause on the right time. Okay, Anna is 5'11". That means that a standard bumper plate will probably supposed to hit mid-shin or even a little bit lower. This is just below her kneecap that is hidden somewhere under all the fat rolls and skin rolls. So I don't know what she thinks she's doing here, but whatever she was trying to cook, she's not. Oh. The lifting belt debacle. She got this belt out of a brand called Silverback, which her trainer, Cybernetic Strongman, that's his handle, he is either sponsored by them or is affiliated with them. I think they sponsor him as an athlete, actually. And she's trying to claim that she got whatever size it is that she got, that she had to put it on the smallest setting, the smallest hole of the belt, and even then it was too big for her, and she's gonna size 2 sizes down. People already explored this before me, and they proved that even their biggest size would be too small for her, because we saw her measuring her actual waist, not where she likes to measure her waist, which she likes to measure it right under her breasts, just on the bottom of the sternum. Her actual weight, your actual waist is much below your ribs, all right? It's about an inch above your belly button. When she was measuring that part, which is not the thinnest part of her torso because she has a huge belly, okay? This is the smallest part of her torso, not her waist. It showed that it was about 46 dainty inches. And this one only goes up to 44 on their 5X, which is their biggest size. Also, when she's wearing it, you can tell the overlap of the belt is quite minimal. There is no way it's the last. It's the very first size that the belt has. Let's see. She never looks happy. She always looks so angry when the mask drops, you know? Also, why do you need two? I've never seen anybody use two, like a Velcro one and then on top of that the leather one. But, well, I guess if you want to prevent some chafing, maybe prevent chafing. All of a sudden, she's like really happy about it, right? So this was the first video she posted with the belt, but then afterwards she was kind of like bitching about it. You see how she's setting it up. And then we see her wear it. There we go. See this overlap here? This tiny overlap? Well, anyway, who cares? This is her October summary. She always shows like fractions of her lifts. I don't care. This dancing bit is grossing me out. I'm seeing them behave like that at the gym. It just pisses me off. And it's not because I'm like, oh, the gym is only supposed to be serious and like professional and people go. It's just like kind of respect other people's spaces as well. Like respect the fact that people come there to maybe kind of focus and be locked in. And I'm not saying you can't share a joke or two, or that you can't have fun and make friends and maybe have a little bit of a laugh. But there's having a laugh, and then there's also even having a laugh which is super duper loud and obnoxious. And that's kind of the things that she does. Or twerking at the gym like that. I would never do that. It's distracting. Imagine someone is like mid-lift and they see your ass shaking at the peripheral. It's not okay. I'm sorry. It's just not okay. I am cackling. I love this new gym shirt. Muscle mommy status unlocked. Muscle mommy status unlocked. We have to listen to this one with the volume. I'm sorry. Oop.
I have a secret to tell you. All the girls know, Jeremiah knows.
How do they pick up these like sound
you have to
bites?
promise me you're not going to say anything to any of the other guys because it's not their business. But I'm a mommy.
Mommy? Mamacita.
Oy vey. Oilo.
Mamacita.
I have a secret to tell you.
Oilo. Tough. Wow. Sorry, I slipped into Hebrew a little bit because I was just a little bit shocked there. You're not a muscle mommy. Muscle mommy, I hate to say it, but it's about looks, okay? It's about being of a certain age, which is usually above 30, which she is, and having actual muscles, actual visible muscles. I don't think I need to post any examples of myself or others, but I think Anna is definitely not an example for a muscle mommy. Also, I'm not sure, but I think I'm not sure how it's colloquially referred to, but I don't know if muscle mommies are women who are actually mothers or not. I'm not sure if it's like a MILF situation. So, whatever. Don't be scared. Go for it. Stronger bones, better mobility, all good things. I plan to do as much as I can as I get older. Not much time left. So lifting heavy will help my body support me along the way. I'm sorry I'm phrasing it like this, but how dare she talk about her longevity? How dare she talk about not only longevity, but like living quality when the one most obvious thing that she needs to do to improve her longevity and quality of life, she does not do. She does not take care of her nutrition at all. And she uses her weight to lift heavy weights. Some of them are heavy, some of them are not. Her upper body strength is atrocious, especially compared to like her lower body. But of course, she needs to lug herself around every day. And she does move around a lot fairly, so her legs are strong. She has very, very, very poor core strength. Her use of a belt, I think, is also extremely premature. She needs to improve her core strength before she even approaches a belt, because that will create even more discrepancy. She won't have to use her core as much as she would with a belt, so she needs to lift for a while without one. Whenever she's not doing strongman specific movements, she needs to do core. She needs to work on her pelvic floor, her transverse abdominis, and her rectus abdominis, right? The actual six-pack muscle. All of those are lacking. There's many more muscles in the core, but those are the three that pop up to mind. And she dares to preach, don't be scared, go for it, stronger bones, better mobility. How about the plaque buildup inside of your arteries? How about the absolutely freaking elevated heart rate, blood pressure, and cholesterol that you have? How about all of those? How about taking care of these first? But she only does whatever looks good for Instagram. She only does whatever looks like sexy for Instagram, that can give her likes and can blow smoke up her skirt. But actually taking care of her inside, of her adipose tissue and the way it affects every single system in her body, no. She would take the easy route. She would do liposuctions and take the fibrosis or fibroids from the lipedema out of her body as if, she looks the same. But she doesn't do the quiet work. She only does whatever photographs well. And she likes being this sort of, I would say, like sideshow and freak show on TikTok and Instagram to see this massively heavy woman doing all sorts of things like that. And like it or not, it catches the eye, right? But she only cares about that. She doesn't care about her longevity at all. If she cared about her longevity, she would have lost the weight years ago. Years ago. Do you think she does not have access to whatever it is that she needs to lose the weight? She absolutely does. She has more access than 99% of people in the world. Girl, lift heavy. How do you know? Oh no. Yeah, her pec deck over there. By the way, I never do the pec deck. She's just using her back body weight to kind of push it forward. It was talked about, oh my god, her face. It was talked about before. She's also gripping it very tightly with her hands. You should have kind of like an open palm when you do this one, so you don't overcompensate. Her elbows are completely bent. When you do the pec deck, you do want to have a slight kink in your elbow, so you don't put some weird torque on a completely straightened elbow. Some people may have issues with that or some pain. I have some pain on my left elbow, so I wouldn't do this with my elbow locked, but just a slight kink. All right, focus the energy on the pectorals, but she's just moving something to move something and look like it's effortful. So if you start to go to the gym, if you're in the beginning of your journey and you can't afford a trainer, the information is out there. Just start slow. There are, on most machines, they mark which muscle the machine is supposed to work and where you are supposed to feel it. If you're doing the exercise and you're not feeling it, make adjustments, maybe add a little bit of weight if it's too easy, remove weight if you feel like you can barely move it, adjust the seat and the settings to your height and to your body. But it says where you're supposed to feel it. I assure you, she's probably feeling it everywhere except her pectorals. This is what men supporting women at the gym looks like. Why do you need support from men specifically? I don't get it. Also, why are everybody like sitting and watching? I would hate people to watch me do something. There she is, walking it, waddling.
Keep your weight on your heels a bit more.
She can't bend her knees.
Yeah.
She can barely bend her knees.
Nothing shit about that.
I want to watch it again. Woo, yeah, so much support. Let's see her walking. Oh, okay. If she didn't have such a huge belly, it will be much easier for her to lift this.
Keep your weight on your heels a bit more.
Respect to her, because this thing is sitting so far down her fingers because of her huge belly. I don't know how much the Sandbag weighs, but imagine that when you pick something up, right, you want to be as close to it as possible, because you want to lift it as close as you can to your like center of mass or center of gravity. All right, even if I lift, I don't know, my husband's backpacks here, I'm not gonna lift it this way, right? I'm gonna come closer to it and pick it up, right? So the fact that she has that big belly, she's actually not holding the weight. Let's say this is very heavy. She's not actually holding the weight here. Because she has a huge belly, she's actually holding the weight all the way out here. Yes, she can stick it into her torso a little bit and maybe use it to lean a little bit, but it makes things very much harder for her. So, I mean, kudos that she's doing it, well done, but if she's thinking about her longevity in this sport and in life, then lose the gut. Lose the gut. Oh, okay. She's doing a dead hang. She has 2 videos of the dead hang. Let's read her text real quick. Some days you show up feeling weak, then your coach makes you try something that you think is impossible and way out of your reach. Then you just do it and everything changes. I've wanted to be able to do a dead hang for years, and today I learned I can. I walked away at the end because I was embarrassed. I was crying. I mean, this was potentially the best day I've ever had at the gym. This is something I felt wouldn't happen for me until I lost significantly more weight. Is she trying to lose weight? She never said. I guess my body is way more capable than and I was giving her credit for. Her body is a her. In Hebrew, body is male. Let's listen to this without the audio because, no, let's listen to it with the audio because I want you to understand why she pisses me off. However, I will say, dead hang at this weight, super duper schmooper impressive. She has very strong grip strength. Really, she does. That's why she can do all this deadlifts and stuff with a very heavy weight. In other things, when she can't use her lower body, when she uses only her upper body to push and pull, she is significantly weaker. She's a very imbalanced athlete in that sense. And I use the word athlete for any person who trains, so just, don't come for me. She's extremely imbalanced and she needs to work, as I said again and again, she needs to work on her core strength. From inside out, outside in, all of it. And upper body can use help, but to be fair, most women are imbalanced in that sense that they have more lower body strength than upper body. I think in my case, I've sort of reversed it a little bit, unfortunately, and I have weaker lower body comparatively to upper. All right, let's see her dead hang. I think it's impressive as fuck.
Oh my god, my god, my god, my god!
She immediately starts screaming.
Oh,
Okay. Well, obnoxious as well as always. Now, I will say, however, that I can relate to her crying a little bit. There's a video of me when I got my first bar dip, full range bar dip. I shed a tear. When I got my first pull-up, I don't know if there's a video, but when I got my first pull-up, I definitely shed a tear. When I get my first muscle-up, hopefully by the end of 2025, I think it's for sure I will shed a tear. It's just that I don't behave like this. Win or fail, you just kind of have to take it in your stride. You can't just be an adult. Ugh. All right, let's see the video where she does it for a time. This was just like a teeny tiny hold. Did you hear the machine go? Look at her. Let me mute this. I don't give a shit. The music. Yeah. When I do long holds like this, I ask my coach to distract me and talk about something. It's easier for me to listen to someone talk than to just be in my own body. Look, this is an extremely long hold. I'm so impressed. I'm really impressed. Well done, Anna. If she actually gets her shit together, she is a talented athlete. Her coach coaches her just like she's any other person. We talked about this before. Anna is not like any other person. The discrepancies she has with her body, the 32 seconds, by the way, incredible. Really impressive. It's more than average. I think most women can't hold for 32 seconds. But in any case, back to her coach, he coaches her like she's just any other person. She's not. She's quite literally built different. She needs to prioritize things differently. She needs to work on the things that she's working on in a different prioritization. She already signed up for like her March competition. I doubt that she will do it because there are a lot of things there that require more cardio ability that she has none of. People are gonna run from station to station on this thing. She can barely walk. She doesn't bend her knees properly. She has no core strength and she might pee herself like literally in the competition. That's not okay. When people have some health background, or they come to you and they have some sort of illness or problem, as a personal trainer, you can't maybe take care of that when you're in a group setting. People have to take responsibility on themselves if they are cleared by their doctor to train. But in a one-to-one setting, you have to consider these things. If your client has joint issues, you have to consider that they will need to move very slowly and with a very strict form in order to not exasperate their joint problems. If your client had a client that had cancer treatments, you also have to consider that they might feel weak, they might feel dizzy sometimes. There's so many things that you need to take under account. People have like past injuries. So she has not only many past injuries and surgeries under her belt, the fact that she had this body for so many years has changed her morphology in a sense, is that the word? To the point where she needs to work on things in a completely different way. Her squat is extremely weak and she can't do a lunge. She can't do not a single leg squat, a split squat. She can't do either a lunge or a split squat, even with quite light weights. Her single leg strength is extremely weak. Her squat is, of course, shallow because she has all of the fat standing in the way, but even with that, her range of motion is very, right now, limited. So this is something that she needs to work on. I'll say it again and again. Her core is extremely weak. Her mobility is different. She is not a good candidate to participate in competitions. She's just not. She's not a good candidate, and I am bothered that that's how he trains her. Even though I'm not familiar with strongman and the standards and how the competitions look and everything like that, maybe we'll look at it some other time. I have some experience working with people that might be even somewhat close to her size. Not her size, probably half of it, but still, bigger people. I just don't get it. Okay, yeah, she's trying to show that she's been through so much and like her entire arc. Imagine hating on me, being excited about doing this, not knowing this was me only 9 months ago. Look at that fucking huge suitor. What did she write? For those who don't know my story over the past year, I went through 4 lipedema removal surgeries. 9 months ago, I had fibrosis caused by the condition removed from my arms. Leaky blood vessels repaired. That's nonsense. Excess skin removed. She did not have excess skin. It was a lot of fat. And basically a full reconstructive surgery on my arms, which she didn't have to do. After that surgery, I had a brutal recovery due to my body rejecting all my stitches. Yeah, she had like spitting stitches, which sounds horrifying. It was hell. Prior to my operation, I could not hold my hands above my head without anti-inflammatory medication. Now, I can do deadhangs without medicinal support. There's synthex as well. To say I'm excited is understatement of the century. Just a reminder to never let everyone else downplay your wins. They don't know your struggles. They don't get to decide your wins. Make them personal, make them count, make them happen. I mean, I don't disagree with her. The fact that she can do this, it's not a short time after surgery, but her surgery went very not well. The fact that she can do this even without surgery is hella impressive. And again, I think Anna has athletic talent. I think genetically she probably has quite a bit of advantages when it comes to muscle building and strength, but she takes very poor care of her health. And yeah, well, I'm glad that we're all caught up with Anna. I hope I can cut this video to be shorter than how long I've filmed it. My thoughts on Anna. Personally, dislike her. This fitness arc, I hope she keeps it up. What I want to see from Anna, and regardless of her personality, if that changes or not, I want to see her eat well. I want to see her improve her diet. I want to see her lose 300 pounds at least. And I want to see her being humble and have some humility. She's never heard of the term, I'm afraid. What she thinks is being humble is absolutely not being humble, which is crazy. It's crazy to me. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of Anna. What is your opinion of me? If you like me, if you hate me, let me know exactly why you hate me. And if you like me, you don't have to elaborate. I like you too. So I'll see you next time. I do want to start talking about, what's her face? Alexandra Rodriguez. and her food choices. Alexandra gives us more opportunity to talk about nutrition. Anna gives us more opportunity to talk about fitness. So anyway, love you all. Leave a comment below, comment, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube things, ring the bell, I don't know. See ya. Bye-bye.